Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be trying out the new foundation by Mercier. This is what it looks like. It is called the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. It is a matte foundation, I believe. I'm going to go over all the things that it claims and the finish and everything like that. So this is just going to be me trying out this new foundation. I got this shade 2N1 Cashew, and I really like the bottle. It feels very expensive, I guess you would say. You take the top off and it has a pump on it, which I love that. I love pump foundations. I just feel like you get to use all the product in it, and that's so important, especially with a expensive foundation. We want to get all the use out of that. And I tested this on my hand, and I think this is going to be a good match for me because I did pick it online. I actually got this foundation from an app that's called Influencer. So it came in this little box like this, and I actually got a full size of my favorite translucent setting powder, which is the one that everybody talks about, just the Mercier translucent setting powder. So they did send this little card that just talks about the foundation. So basically, I'll just read it off to you guys. This is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. It's the all the wear, all the coverage without the weight. Laura's longest wearing foundation of flawless full coverage fused into one weightless formula. So its claims are it's a 15-hour wear, it's medium to full coverage, it's a weightless matte finish, and oil-free and transfer resistance. Basically, the how-to that they put in was apply a small amount of foundation to the back of the hand. Pick up a small amount with a narrow end of a sponge. With the loaded side, apply foundation onto the face, then turn the sponge to the clean side and blend it to the skin with a pressing and rolling motion. For a fuller coverage, use a brush. Product sets quickly, so work in small areas and blend as you go. So I'm just gonna start applying. Let's go. One side I'm gonna try out with the brush, and then one side I'm gonna try out with a beauty blender. I actually just got this sponge from Maybeline. I don't know what it's called, but I'm gonna use that instead of a beauty blender, but just a sponge. So sponge on one side, foundation brush on the other. I'm just gonna pump some onto my hand here, and I'm gonna do about like that much. So I feel like the color is like perfect for me, so I'm super excited. I'm gonna start off with the sponge, and I honestly like to just apply it to my face. I'm off the bat just feeling it. It feels super soft, so I love that. And I'm just gonna do one side, and then, sorry, my dog's barking right now. I'm just gonna do this side, and then I'm going to move on to the other side because they said that it dries quickly. So I can already agree with the claims that it is full coverage. I do see that. I think this is a yellow undertone, so I really love this shade because I like yellow undertones to my foundation. And I feel like it looks really nice with the sponge. And it definitely is coming off matte. I would agree with that claim. I have a feeling I'm gonna like this more with the like beauty blender or some kind of sponge, because I feel like this is pretty full coverage. I do like full coverage, but I don't want to look cakey by any means. So I think it would look better with a sponge, but we'll see. I'm gonna try it with the brush. So you can see the difference. This is my face without any foundation, so it covered up any like redness that I have. I would say I do have some freckles, and I feel like it covered that up pretty well. So far, I really like it. I think it looks super flawless. So I'm just gonna move on to the brush side. So I am just gonna pump out a little bit more. That's about how much I have. It does look like it's drying just a little bit. Just like another little pump on there. So just gonna dot that on my face again. I'm not sure how much this foundation costs. When I find that out, I'll put it in the description box, because it didn't say on the influencer box. So just gonna go in, and I'm using my Royal and Ling Nickel Complexion brush. Got this at Walmart. So let's see. On camera, I can't really tell if it looks more full coverage or not with the brush. I honestly feel like both look pretty good. I guess a little bit more, like I see a little bit more coverage through here than on this side, but I actually do like it with the brush too. I feel like that looks really pretty. So I really like either or, with a sponge or with a brush, with a foundation brush. I think both look bomb. So far, I truly think this might be like one of my new favorite foundations. This color is perfection. And I don't have really textured skin. I do have some redness. I don't have a lot of acne, so it's hard for me to say like if you have that in your skin, if it would cover, but it definitely did cover up redness. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up my makeup, and I will be right back. Alright, so I just finished my makeup, and I just wanted to come back and talk a little bit about what my thoughts are right now for the product. I was also thinking as I was doing my makeup, this is so full coverage that honestly I was like, oh, I want to use like a lighter concealer, because I put some of it underneath my eyes and it literally like covered up any dark circles that I had. I would definitely agree with the fact that it's like a matte finish. I don't know about the 15-hour wear, because obviously I've only been wearing it for a little bit, but I did want to do like a check-in type thing, like check in a couple hours. It's already like I think almost 8 o'clock, but I was thinking before I like wash off my makeup and go to bed, I'll come back and kind of show how my makeup looks and how it wore. I also wanted to mention too that I did use a primer. I used the Benefit Professionals and the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiance Yellow. So I always pretty much wear primers, and I know some people like to see like how the foundation actually does without a primer, but I always wear primers, so I wanted to do it how I would actually wear the product. So that's what I went with. I'll list down in the description box the products that I used on my face. I'm not gonna go through that and mention everything. You should definitely check out Influencer. If you never have, check it out. It's an amazing app if you really like trying different like makeup products or any kind of products. Like they have food products, things like that. I truly like the app. So I'm gonna check back in a couple hours before I go to bed, and I will let you guys know what I think of how it did like wearing after a couple hours. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so I am back. I just wanted to do my check-in before I head to bed. It's been about 2 hours and 30 minutes, I believe. I feel like the foundation has held up really well. I wish I would have gotten to do a wear test throughout the entire day, but I didn't get to do that. I came home after work and just got this foundation and really wanted to do this video. But I did notice that I did get a little bit oily around my nose area already, but that is something that's normal for me. That happens a lot with me with any kind of foundations that I wear. I usually will just touch it up with a powder, so that really doesn't bother me. Overall, I really like the foundation. I like the finish. I feel like it looks really good with the rest of the makeup products, and I feel like it made my skin look super flawless. If any of you guys are wanting to try this foundation, I really recommend it. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.